Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 is a brand new series, a brand new season and a brand new car. Because for 20 points on this week's playlist we have got the Rimac Nevera. It might look like the Rimac Concept 2 but it totally isn't, I promise. It does look interesting on the inside though. So this thing has got 1,893 horsepower, so essentially 1,900, which is absolutely insane. It has got 1,739 foot-pounds of torque and it weighs 4,740 pounds with a displacement of 0 because you guessed it, it's electric. But it does have a cool switch, that's the horn. It does have a cool switch between track and drift mode, which means the little tail fin wings thing at the back goes up and it converts to rear wheel drive. But let's go ahead and take a listen to the wonderful kettle. So going to upgrades, there's not really that much we can do to this thing. We have aero and appearance options for a front bumper, which is our wonderful just Forza aero, which honestly doesn't look too brilliant. We of course have the option to lower this thing further onto race springs, which we are going to be doing because of course we're going to go ahead and take this thing on a bit of a road race in a minute. And we can go ahead and make this thing lighter as well, taking it to 3,841 pounds. As for a differential, we either have sport or race. We're going to go with race, but we can't do anything to the transmission of this thing, which is an absolute shame. As for tyres, we can go ahead and put it onto slick race tyre, which takes it all the way up into X class, which is absolutely mad. And of course, we can go ahead and make those front tyres a little wider, and we'll do that to the rear tyres as well. Going over to the paint shop, we have got quite a lot of advanced options. We've got paint group number 1. What do we have? We have the main body of the car. Okay, what is paint group number 2? That is these bits. Okay, I like that so far. I could tell this thing's really sort of going green. I'm not sorry for that pun. And then we have paint group number 3, which oh, it's the wing. Why is that a separate paint group? As for manufacturer paint colors, we only have just 4. We've got a white, we have got a silver, we have got a black and a blue, which does look very, very nice indeed. Now, an interesting thing is the Rimac Nevera was shown on the UK series of Top Gear not too long ago. Now, that sadly before the show got a bit cancelled. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting vehicle and I'd love the chance to see one in real life. So if anybody by chance watching this happens to have one, you know, let me know. If you've watched this far, feel free to go ahead and drop a sub. It'll be appreciated. And away we go. We're up against a whole heap of vehicles. We only have 1 gear and we have 1,900 brake horsepower to play with. So let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. It sure has struggles turning, but when we get to a straightaway, this thing is very, very quick. Getting past the Lamborghini Centenario with absolutely no issues, and past the R32 as well. Okay, this thing is really, really speedy. 250! That is the fastest we've ever had on this track. That is insane. I'm sorry, I've got to slow down just for a minute because look at the gap. They can catch up, but as soon as they catch up, we just stick our foot down and we're gone. This thing is stupid fast. Okay, on the brakes, around the final turn. They've got one that's caught up, but they're not going to have been caught up for too long. Had a bit of trouble on the corner, and we can just go ahead, do a couple turns, and floor it across the line at 176 miles an hour. This thing is actually insane. A time of 1 minute 43. That might be our fastest yet. Somebody in the comments, let me know. Well, we have loaded back in and it is now night. But we do have an interesting thing going off over there, which looks a bit like a drone display, which is actually kind of cool. And I just wanted to point that out. One other cool thing I wanted to point out was because, of course, it is the midnights at Horizon. We have got this on the edge of the sort of aerodrome, which is absolutely crazy and I love it. However, now we have a more interesting thing to do with this car, and that is to go ahead and turn it into a drag build. So we've got the tyre compound changed. We're going to go ahead and just change out the suspension very quickly. That was the wrong button. We're going to change out the suspension very quickly to off-road because it might just help. And we're going to go ahead and start tuning this thing a lot. Now, unlike the previous 1-gear vehicle, this thing only does actually have 1 gear, but we'll go ahead and set that to speed. And it says it can do some insane speed as well, so let's go and put that to the test. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use launch control on this electric vehicle, and away we go! Let's see what this thing can do. Like I say, only 1 gear. This thing is going to be very, very quick with nearly 1,900 brake horsepower, which is genuinely absolutely insane. And it's through the camera at 219 miles an hour. 219. In this. Oh god. So here we are now over at the edge of the motorway. Yes, it is still night because of course this is Midnight at Horizon with the extended night time, which I can't really do too much about. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what top speed we can get out of this thing. And am I scared? Yes, very. But let's go ahead and see what we can do in 3, 2, 1, go! I've hit 200, 230. This thing is accelerating very quickly, I'm scared. Almost turn, there it is, and out of the speed zone at 281. Oh, this thing is very, very quick indeed. Right, on to the downhill and our speed trap. Okay, through speed camera at 283, we are gradually getting quicker and quicker. 285, 286, 287, be quiet Horizon Arcade. We have got 287 as our top speed through there, which is absolutely insane. This thing, I don't have words for it. I really don't have words. Okay, now we have this thing up in drift mode, so we're rear wheel drive. Let's go ahead and drift this thing and see what we get. So hopefully we don't spin, because if we do, then, well, that's going to be an issue. Yep, we spun. Come on, can we save it? Can we save it? Can we save it? We can. 36,480 points. Electric drifting feels weird. So I put it back into track mode to go back the other way in the hopes that it might feel a little nicer, and indeed we're getting much better results as well. Still only one clonk and 36,341 points back the other way. So 36,000 is about average for this thing. However, I think that is going to be it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. We're going to finish off here at the edge of the neon everything, because, well, it just looks cool. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and tech out. Bye! You know, I think I'm going to like this update.